What up, YouTube? Knives and Gear Insights here with another short video uh, of an unboxing or a first impression video of a knife. And we got here something that I saw on another large knife YouTuber's channel. And when I saw it, when he did the review on it, and the first impressions, I wanted this knife instantly. I did a little searching online, and I found in one of the larger knife forums, I found somebody that had one for sale, brand new, basically, for a really good deal, way below manufacturer or MSRP or whatever you want to call it. And I picked it up, and I'm glad I did. I mean, it's a very nice knife. It's a OTF out the front, what you want to call it. I mean, here you can see it's the Maxace Medusa X03B. It's got the double edge blade, so it's a dagger with the tack coating in M390 steel. And so let's get into this. So we got the box. We got a very nice pouch. Maxace always does these nice pouches from what I've seen. Then you got your technical data of the knife. That's the card that comes with it, which is nice. It's a nice touch. You got a little card for contact from Maxace, and then of course you got your paperwork on the knife. So let's put this to the side, and then we'll go get into this. So here comes another nice cleaning cloth, which I appreciate that you can also put a second knife in here if you want to travel and carry. You know, I want to carry, like, travel with like 2 knives or whatever. So, but let's get this beauty out. So we got the Maxace Medusa 2.0, and it's a beautiful knife. Look at this. This is a OTF with a 2-tone materials. So one is aluminum, I believe. What did it say on there? You got tech coating. Okay, it doesn't say it on here, but either way, I believe this is aluminum, and then there's this titanium inlay. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I believe it was the way that this is a small titanium inlay. And you got it on both sides. I mean, you got that inlay on both sides. You got a titanium pocket clip, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see real quick. Yeah, definitely titanium. That is also I believe titanium. I'm not sure. It could also be a steel inlay. This could be from the blade right now that it's got magnetic. I have to test it when I push the blade out, or after deploying the blade. But yeah, this is definitely a nice knife. So the only thing which Maxace did with this is this glass breaker, which, you know, I'm not a fan of. These just, it looks weird. Okay, I mean, yes, Microtech does this too. They carry their glass breakers. This is not as obnoxious as a Microtech glass breaker. It's not as big, but it's still big. So it I don't know. It just looks like, I don't even want to describe it right now how it looks. But either way, so but besides that, the knife is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It has really nice details on it. It's got some high quality machining. I mean, this is top notch, and this is a Chinese manufacturer, so they do some good stuff. I've seen several reviews on other knives. I haven't. This is my first Maxace knife, but definitely not my last. But I can say that their tolerance and their machining is top notch. So let's go look at this blade. So look at this. I mean, look at this machining. Like, you know, yes, it's not 100% perfect when you look at the detail here. One side is little thicker than the other, but it comes out to the tip pretty clean. On the other side, I'm not sure. Yeah, it actually, this is even. It looks pretty even. It's just my camera that catches it a little weird. But yeah, this machining, I've seen this machining. Like, I've watched countless reviews on Microtechs and whatnot. The machining is very similar on the blade. Like, I mean, this is top notch. It's got the fuller in the middle, with the weight reduction here. It's a beautiful blade. It's super sharp too. I've tried this knife. I've tried cutting some paper with it, and some boxes too, and it's super sharp. The action is smooth. I mean, I wouldn't call it super smooth, but it's not as like, in comparison, when you look at my Heretic Manticore X, which I reviewed just a little while ago. This is easier to deploy, definitely. There's no way around it. It's just easier. But it also has to do with, when you look at the comparison, you see the button. The button on the Heretic is much wider. So I hope that maybe in a future knife that Maxace takes this into consideration and uses a wider button, because I think that makes it easier. Like, this is, you need to deploy this one here, you definitely need a little bit more strength. I mean, it's not much, don't get me wrong. I mean, this is really not that much more, but it's definitely something you can feel. So but yeah, so let's see the technical specs on this knife. I mean, the card already showed it, but I just like to do this in general. Let's see the weight. So the weight on this knife, it comes in at 4.49 ounces. And then you got a overall length on the knife. Let's say if it's just the handle, you're right around 5 1/4. If you consider the glass breaker with it, then you're right around 5 1/2. So the glass breaker is about 1/4 inch, just a tad over 1/4 inch maybe. So you're right around 5 1/2 inches of handle, or of knife length, which I like. This is a large OTF. This is, like I said, look at this. There are literally, if you look at these, if you compare these next to each other, and you lay these next to each other, they are literally the same. There's nothing different. This glass breaker ends exactly at the same end where this glass breaker ends. And they're literally right around the same size. And this is the size that I prefer over the smaller knives. Excuse me. So, and let's do a measurement on the blade length. The blade is about 3.75. Hold on. You got a 3.75, 3.85 inches blade. You got a cutting edge of right around 3.6. Yeah, right around 3.6 inches. Of course, times 2 because it's a dagger. So You got double the cutting edge, and like I said, this is quite sharp. I mean, the factory edge came in sharp. Let's see. It's not as slicey because of the way this blade is. Of course, it's a dagger. It's slicey, but it's not as slicey as some other knives. But it still will. It will definitely cut. I mean, you see this. It's definitely a slicey. It's a little difficult with this one here. Let's see. It's gotta hung up, but I gotta probably strap it a little bit. It's still a slicey blade. Well, if you can. There you go. I guess it's just a way to how do you hold the paper. See, I mean, this cuts. So it's definitely sharp. I gotta re-strap the edges a little bit, but besides that, it's a sharp blade, M390 steel. So, but yeah, overall, I'm very happy with this knife, and especially, I know what Maxace is asking or was asking for this one. This is currently not available in anywhere I've seen. Not on the Maxace website. It's sold out everywhere. Like I said, I was very lucky and happy to find this from another knife enthusiast for the price that I paid. And but it comes usually, I think it's from factory. It's from Maxace was asking like $275, $285 or something like that, $265. I can't remember, but it's definitely a competitive price versus American-made USA OTFs, especially in that size. Like, this is large, and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I definitely, if you can, I don't know if Maxace watches this or if they come across this review, but it's definitely not my last Maxace. I would, like I said, I hope that Maxace does a few things about, like, maybe changing the design to integrate, if they want a glass breaker, to maybe change it and keep, integrating the design, and maybe make the switch a little wider. Besides that, this is a beautiful, gorgeous knife, and I would highly recommend this knife to anyone that is looking for a full-size OTF that doesn't care if it's American made or if it's if it's China made or whatever. The quality, I honestly, I gotta say, the quality between this and my Heretic that I own, there's no difference. There's no difference in machining. This is even more machined. Well, I mean, just real quick. It's about this. I mean, the machining quality is on par. They're pretty much the same thing. So, yeah, I definitely recommend this, and I would... excuse me. I would definitely recommend this knife to anyone that's looking for a large OTF, if you can find it. There's different blade shapes out there. This is the dagger. I wanted the dagger on this one. But it comes in a Tanto single edge, or it comes in a single edge blade too as well, but I don't know exactly what the blade shape was. Was it Tanto or clip point? I'm not sure right now exactly. I would have to look it up. But yeah, this is it for the Maxace Medusa 2.0. And if you like my content, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one.